And it's time for our lightning round, series of brief yes or no questions for Tony Earley. The first one is, Julia Roberts did a fabulous job playing Erin Brockovich in the movie about contaminated water in a California community. Yes or no?
Yes. And when I arrived here 4 years ago, and I sat in a meeting, and people are talking about dealing with that issue, and I go, when was that movie made? Why are we still dealing with it? But we're actually making some good progress there.
Hinckley was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
Next question. California's laws favoring clean energy over fossil fuels have helped generate new jobs and technologies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Autonomous cars are cool and a little unnerving.
Having been in one, yes.
You support Governor Brown's goal of reducing petroleum use in California as part of the state's climate action plan.
We support reduction in carbon, and we think electric vehicles have to be part of that. So yeah, there have to be a reduction in gasoline use.
Tesla has a hot bod.
They have a cool car.
Your predecessor, Peter Darby, was a champion of clean energy, and he showed leadership by taking PG&E out of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce in 2009 because it opposes action on climate.
He did. Yes, he did that.
Do you think that PG&E, do you wish you were part of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce?
You've got to work. They are a player in Washington, and we deal with them and work with them. We work with a whole bunch of other things. This whole thing about, well, because of one thing, you're not going to play ball with them, that's the problem. But you got to work together. These are hard issues.
You are still working to repair the damage to the company's reputation caused by Peter Darby's tenure as CEO.
Yes.
The California Public Utilities Commission under former President Mike Peavy got a little too cozy with utilities it regulated.
Boy, that's a... Can I take the fifth on that one? I mean, there were issues on both sides that really needed to be fixed.
The fact that burning fossil fuels is disrupting the climate is an accepted fact in most corporate boardrooms.
I think we're getting to a tipping point where I would say yes to that.
Even in the good old boys in the coal industry and the utility industry?
In the utility industry, yeah. I can't speak for the coal industry as such, but it clearly is true in our industry.
Certainly the biggest corporations, Ford, Walmart, General Electric, there's no dispute that it's
even
happening.
The traditional big coal-burning utilities, my old company, DT Energy, Southern Company, I mean, Southern Company just is in the process of buying a natural gas company because they want to phase out their coal plants. They've also gotten very heavily into the renewable space. So people are saying, we got to change.
Fracking for natural gas may have serious impacts on water quality and human health.
No, not if you drill the wells right.
There was a Johns Hopkins study recently that found a correlation, not a causation, but a correlation between premature birth and proximity to drilling operations, looking at 10,000 pregnancies in Pennsylvania. Before the San Bruno explosion, PG&E should not have diverted funds for gas pipeline safety to pay executive bonuses.
That just didn't happen. I mean, you could question whether the company over the years had invested the right amount in their pipeline business, as the same way you question, did the Public Utility Commission give the company enough money in their rates? But it had nothing to do with executive bonuses.
Okay, see, the Utility Commission President Mike Picker made that comment. The San Francisco Chronicle is a strong newspaper.
I think every newspaper business is struggling right now.
They've been they were hard. California is replacing Michigan as the center of innovation in the auto industry.
I think we're seeing interesting synergies. So you're right. I think every automaker is in Silicon Valley. Many technology companies have moved to Detroit. In fact, the downtown Detroit area is booming with technology companies because your car is a rolling computer. There's more value in the electronics and computers in your car than there is in steel.
There was a New York Times story recently that said how many millions of lines of code there is in a car, and it's more than all of Facebook. There's more lines of code in a new modern car than all of Facebook. So it is a hugely complicated. Last one. In your heart, Tony Earley, you were rooting for the Detroit Tigers when they played the San Francisco Giants in the 2012 World Series.
Yes, I was.
All right. How'd he do? I think he did pretty well. That's the end of our lightning round here with Tony Earley.